Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. WCTH Elizabeth and Nathan are back in Season 13 sneak peek. Fans of When Calls the Heart are already anticipating the show's 13th season. Recently, they've been given a sneak peek at what to expect next. In fact, two characters have been speculating about Elizabeth and Nathan even appear. Erin Krakow could be seen with a few of her When Calls the Heart co-stars in a recent video. When Calls the Heart is based on Jeanette Oak's book of the same name, which comes from her Canadian West series. Viewers have watched Erin Krakow as Elizabeth Thatcher over the years, as the character faced tragedy and romance since arriving in Coal Valley. The series finished its 12th season back in March. Since then, fans are already anticipating Season 13, which is expected to have a 2026 release. As previously reported, Krakow recently married co-star Ben Rosenbaum, who plays Mike Hickam. However, it seems that she's already filming the latest season, appearing with co-stars in a video shared on social media. In the video, Elizabeth could be seen with Kevin McGarry, who plays Nathan, Jada Lily Miller, who plays Nathan's niece Allie, and Highland Goodrich, who plays Elizabeth's son Jack Jr., with them all dressed as their characters. The four are seen walking, hand in hand, to the camera. The touching scene was also set to Ben Rector and Hailey Whitter's Color Up My World. In a caption, Krakow wrote, "We got homesick." @WEC_ative is back in action filming Season 13. #Hardies at Hallmark Channel. Hallmark Channel's own Instagram account also shared, "Take us back to Hope Valley," in the comments. Fans have been vocal on what they would like to see during this upcoming season. As fans noticed, the video was shot on location, as the four were in front of the Hope Valley Church and Schoolhouse. This also suggests that the four characters are heading back to Hope Valley following their journey to Cape Fullerton. Previously, the characters went on their journey following Jack Jr.'s diabetes diagnosis and issues with an insulin delivery. At the time, Nathan and Allie joined Jack Jr. and his mother on the journey, with Nathan assuring Elizabeth that, "Where you go, I go." With the new season, fans have already anticipated what could happen next for the couple, with some hoping to see the two become engaged before a 14th season comes around. Krakow's video was also shared by her co-stars on Instagram, accounts for the series and the Hallmark Channel. Taking to the comments, fans have been sharing their reactions to the touching scene. In particular, they've also been vocal on what they'd like to see happen this season. Some comments included, "Hope Valley is buzzing once again, and not just because the church bells are ringing." In a sneak peek from the upcoming season of When Calls the Heart, Elizabeth Thornton and Nathan Grant return to the screen in a way that has fans clutching their hearts in tissues. After seasons of uncertainty, misunderstandings, and tender moments missed, it seems something new and unspoken is finally about to bloom between them. The sneak peek opens with a sweeping shot of Hope Valley in early spring. The snow has just melted, the blossoms are tentative but bright, and the mood in town seems to mirror the newness in the air. The camera pans down to the schoolhouse steps, where Elizabeth stands, her eyes scanning the street. She wears a soft blue dress and a hopeful smile, her hands fidgeting with her notebook. It's the first day back from a long break, and though the children are expected soon, it's someone else she's watching for. Enter Nathan Grant on horseback, as steady and stoic as ever, but this time there's something different in his posture. His uniform is neatly pressed, his expression softer than we've seen it. As he dismounts and approaches, Elizabeth's face lights up. And for a split second, there's no tension, no past heartbreaks, just warmth. "Welcome back," Elizabeth says, her voice lighter than the spring breeze. Nathan tips his hat. "It's good to be back." The moment hangs, electric but tender. And just like that, fans are drawn back into the emotional rhythm of Hope Valley, where love is patient, but hearts can only wait so long. A shift in seasons and emotions. The sneak peek continues with scenes of the townsfolk reuniting and preparing for the annual Founders Festival. But what's different this year is how Elizabeth and Nathan seem almost magnetically drawn to one another, in ways that feel unforced and inevitable. It's clear the writers are finally leaning into the slow burn they've masterfully developed. The scene at Abigail's cafe shows Nathan sitting at the counter, sipping coffee, while Elizabeth enters, cheeks pink from the chill and the walk. He glances up as she passes by and offers a rare, teasing smile. Still keeping late nights grading essays? He asks, gesturing to the stack of papers in her arms. Elizabeth laughs. Only for the students who think Shakespeare is boring. Guilty, he smirks. But I'd read anything if you were the one explaining it. Cue the faintest blush on Elizabeth's cheeks and a gentle orchestral swell in the background. It's the kind of dialogue that sends longtime viewers reeling, not because it's overly romantic, but because it feels so real. These two have weathered years of life in Hope Valley. Disappointments, loss, complicated feelings. And somehow they still found a quiet way back to each other. Little moments, big impact. The sneak peek doesn't just rely on the obvious. It peppers in small but telling scenes. Nathan fixing a swing outside the schoolhouse, Elizabeth bringing him a thermos of coffee on a chilly morning patrol, Allie jokingly calling Elizabeth Miss Almost Grand under her breath. Each interaction builds intimacy, not through declarations, but through familiarity, trust, and shared history. There's even a beautifully shot scene in the town square where Nathan finds Elizabeth lost in thought under the lamplight after a community meeting. He offers to walk her home, and as they stroll slowly down the dirt road, they talk not about love, but about change, about Luca's leaving, about Allie growing up, about the town they both cherish evolving with time. I never imagined things would turn out this way, Elizabeth admits quietly. Nathan stops walking. No one ever does. But sometimes things turn out better than you imagined. The line isn't just about Hope Valley. It's a subtle nod to their journey, one full of detours, but perhaps leading to something more lasting. Fan reactions already pouring in. Even though it's only a sneak peek, Hardies across the globe are already lighting up social media with reactions. Fine Ally, tweeted one fan. This slow burn is the most romantic storyline in the entire series, wrote another. The scene where Nathan gently places his hand on Elizabeth's back as they watch the children play on the playground had one viewer declaring, "That touch spoke volumes." He's always been there. Many are also praising Aaron Krakow and Kevin McGarry for their palpable chemistry, matured now and more grounded than ever. Unlike earlier seasons, their dynamic doesn't rely on will they or won't they antics. This time, it's more about emotional safety, mutual understanding, and quiet affection earned over time. What comes next? While the sneak peek doesn't reveal any major plot twists, it's clear the foundation for a new romantic chapter is being laid. There's even a fleeting shot of Elizabeth looking through old letters, one of which appears to be addressed from Fort Clay, Nathan's former post, suggesting the show may revisit moments from their past to deepen what's unfolding in the present. Could the season lead up to a long-awaited first date? A confession under the stars? Or even an unexpected kiss outside the schoolhouse door? Executive producer Brian Bird has teased in past interviews that this season would bring emotional clarity and courageous choices for Elizabeth. If the sneak peek is any indication, fans can expect not just closure, but a brand new beginning. Final thoughts. As Hope Valley once again welcomes its beloved teacher and Mountie back into its fold, the heart of the show beats stronger than ever. Elizabeth and Nathan's story has been one of patience, persistence, and personal growth. And now, it feels like the payoff is finally within reach. Spring may just be arriving in Hope Valley, but for Elizabeth and Nathan, the thaw has already begun. And if this sneak peek is anything to go by, their hearts, and the hearts of millions watching, are ready to bloom.